Hi, welcome back. It's a Wednesday special and we're going to do another review. You know, we've worked with Engwe before on the E26 electric bike. Well, for their 10th anniversary, exactly 10 years they've been going, they are celebrating it this year, this month, this week in fact. And they, on their website, they got lots and lots of exclusive deals, and I'll send you the links to those in the description. But they also sent us this Engine X foldable electric bike, and I'm going to go through that today. What is a really good seller for this bike is that it's fully European certified and UK certified. So when you get it out of the box, which is very, very well packed, be very, very patient with a pair of snips, because wrapped around every single piece of foam is about 3 or 4 cable ties. So it does take time, but it's well worth it because the bike comes pristine. Now, the certification out of the box, this is regulated to 25 kilometers per hour, which is the legal limit in Europe and in the UK. Also, and this throttle here is not activated. Now, I'll go through everything on the bike, and a bit later on I'll tell you for off-road purposes how to activate this. The manufacturer states that this has a 100-kilometer range, which is pretty good for a fat-tired foldable electric bike. The battery is located in this section of the frame. The frame is aluminium alloy. It's a bit of a hefty beast. It weighs in just under 32 kilo, which is about 70 pound. So you're not going to want to lug this about a bit, but you'll see that you can get this into a regular sized car. And I put this into our electric Zoe, which is basically a tiny little electric car, and it fits into the boot, and yeah, it's all good. Let's go through all the features. We have a 7-speed Shimano chain set, which is pretty common on these types of bikes. The motor, which is a 250 watt motor, brushless motor, is situated in this rear hub. The spokes are all plastic, but alloy plastic, I suppose, whatever they make these wheels out of these days. Nice fat chunky tyres, 20-inch. The pedals here do actually fold in for when you fold the bike. It doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but it saves banging into your boot. Full front and rear suspension. So there's the little suspension for this trailing arm here, and on the front you've got the normal fork suspension. Front and rear mechanical disc brakes. So they're not hydraulic, but realistically, for this type of bike, you don't need hydraulic. That'd be great, but mechanical just saves on all of that extra maintenance. And if you're not really good with bike maintenance, trying to bleed air and things out of hydraulic brakes can be a pain sometimes. So a mechanical setup with cables works pretty good. Here you've got a pretty chunky rear rack. It says here maximum 25 kilo, but I'm sure you can get a lot more on there than that. You've got the nice mud guards, a little bit dusty because at the moment we have a massive windstorm that I'm trying to film in here, which is bringing all the brown sand from the Sahara Desert. So everywhere is just like a thick fog. And this is tomorrow morning when this wind dies down, there'll be a complete coating on all our cars, roofs, everything. Here's another gust. Oof. The rear light here also acts as a brake light, and there's also a front light. So riding in the dark is all good. And what else have we got? Let's move to the front here. You've got some really nice chunky grips, standard brakes, and here's the Shimano 7-speed gear changer, so very much standard on all of these bikes. And here, the brain of the bike is this nice LCD display, which under these conditions you can't really see. So I'm going to talk about those now. Easier to show in the workshop here. So on this button here, there's a bottom button that turns on the LCD. There we go. Now this next button here, just at the side, is the light. And as you can see, the light has come on, off. The next button here, just to the side, changes what is displayed. So at the moment we've got trip, which is the distance for this particular journey. You've got odometer, which is the overall, the maximum speed and the average speed. So I always just stick it on trip. So here is the actual speed you would be doing. Whoop, I just changed that. The plus and the minus here basically changes the assistance level, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said earlier in the video that there is an option for off-road using the throttle and also to delimit the speed. If you delimit the speed, it goes up to around 45 kilometers an hour if you're pedaling hard. And there are so many videos on YouTube for this, so just do a quick search on Engine X, throttle and delimit, you'll find them. I'm not going to put them in this video or in the description, but this bike works perfectly as is out of the box. So the best way to review it is to ride it. Now, I've chosen one of the more steeper hills close by to our property. It does get up to about 17–18% just towards the top. It's a beautiful little climb, and we do it very regularly on our standard road bikes, and it's more of a test for us. So it'll be really weird to do it on an electric bike. So I'm going to stick my helmet on, and this isn't my normal road bike helmet, this is my commuting helmet, because normally this bike is perfect in the city as well as off-road. I'm going to select a handy 3 on the let's go, here we go, it kicks in, there is a bit of a delay. So this is about 4% now. It's riding absolutely beautifully. I can't even feel any effort whatsoever. I know this is on 5. I'm not putting any pressure on the pedals. As part of their anniversary celebrations, if you go and order something to a value of 650 euros or more, you will get a 199 euro gift pack. Now I'm not sure what's in there, but basically if you buy a bike, you're going to get that. Again, I'll put the links down in the description. Here's another switchback. I've also got an affiliate link that I'll put in the description, so if you click on that, we get a little something from it, but it's just so nice to have the bike and be able to get out with Julie and not damage our knees too much, seeing as the upcoming season will kill us off on the road bikes anyway. Right, here we go, here's the finish. Monte Galli, nice church here. Whoa. Coming in. Oh, there we go. Sweet scene. What a finish. Oh, that is really, really good. Oh, well, that is one of the harder climbs. It might be quite short, it's only about 4 kilometers long, but with the steepest section around 17% and majority over 10%. This, I've used one battery segment. So, and I was doing it lazily. I was in number 5, so I had to pedal on those last ones in first gear and the actual mechanical gears at the back. But it got me and the bike up here with not much of a sweat, I don't think. I'll just do a little check now. That's only because it's about 28 degrees anyway, so I'll put it down. The bike can get you off anything. Right, gosh, blimey, it's blowing a breeze now. I'm going to head off down and test out these 160mm mechanical disc brakes. I've used them before on other bikes. I'm sure they'll be fine on this, but I'm doing the ultimate test, 70% downhill. Let's see what they do. Right, let's go. Look at the wind and the brakes. No. Yeah, they are pretty good. Right, let's try it for a second time. Get some speed up. So I'm doing about 28, 30k an hour for this switchback. Let's get. Yep, they will stop you. No, pretty good brakes. I'm quite happy with these, the mechanicals. As I said before, I had a cyclocross bike with these on, and there was no problem whatsoever. We started. Oh, what a good ride. Oh, look at me, foot over. Well, I'm really pleased with this bike. You know, it's a pretty big, heavy bike, fat tired on a Pyrenean mountain road on tarmac. So as part of their anniversary celebrations, they have got an early bird special on their brand new P20 electric bike. So head over to the Engwe website, links in the description. Either buy one of those or any one of their models. I think they're basically the Rolls-Royce of commuter, off-road, fat-wheeled electric bikes. They're really, really well made. So I really want to say thank you to Engwe for sending us this Engine X electric foldable bike. It's been a dream. We'll see you in the next video. If you like this review and you like the channel, of course, please give us the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and just tell all your friends and share the video. We will see you on Sunday, back to the build, of course, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.